David from Tomball has a question about a fresh air return.
Well, he needs some clarification, Tom.
Okay.
David writes, what's the difference between the fresh air intakes that you talk about and something called an energy recovery ventilator? It claims to provide cleaner, fresher indoor air. And I know this would cost a lot more than a fresh air return, but Tom, David wants to know if it would be worth this money.
Well, when people ask me questions, I can break them down to the very basics, like what's the difference? A lot of money. That would be the answer to that question.
Be a good difference.
Now, that's an energy recovery. This one's called ventilator, but it's called an energy recovery unit. There's many of them on the market, and they're just a high-tech form of a simple fresh air return. Some of them have UV lights. Some have little fancy filters in them, and some of them give out ozone. I mean, go on and on. You can get all kinds of different ones. It's a good thing to have if you want to spend the money. Me, I just keep it simple with a fresh air return, but both of them bring in fresh air. If you do it right, whether it's simple or more complicated and expensive like this, both of them will filter the air as it comes in, and it will regulate the air that you need. Some of them do it a little differently. So it's really up to you, but it comes from the commercial industry, and if you want to go into a high-tech system, and some people just love to have dehumidification systems, really fancy, energy recovery units like this, that's perfectly fine. I'm just more of a simple guy, so I like the money in my pocket, and I like just a simple air return, fresh air return on my unit. And so that's really the difference. They both work.
So the difference is how much money you want to spend or not.
Yeah, and if you have a really particular reason, like if it was a medical issue or you have something like that where you're really trying to do everything you can and you're isolating rooms, I mean, there's ways to use these. But overall, in a regular old home that we all have, just a regular box, I don't know if I would spend the money. In fact, I know I would not.
As a rule of thumb, if you don't have an airlock on your front door, you probably don't need it.
If you got a submarine and stuff, it would be a lot more important.
All right. Well, if any questions,
Space station.
If any questions surface for you, you're welcome to send them to us and maybe even find the answer waiting for you. We have a lot more videos just like this one waiting at HomeShowRadio.com.